What's up, everybody? It was Blowout City in the divisional playoff round. Last year, all four winners won by an average of 11.5 points. This year, 14.5 points. Last year, all four home teams won. This year, 3 out of 4 home teams won because the Titans won in Baltimore 28-12. What a shocking win. We begin talking about the only close game. Green Bay winning 28-23 against Seattle, and I bet on the under here because I wasn't confident in either team's running game, really, okay? So we saw a little bit of that in the first half with Seattle. Seattle only scored 3 points. Green Bay opened up a 21-3 advantage. Devontae Adams, he was at plus 600 to score the first touchdown and plus 600 to score 2 touchdowns in this game. I hope you bet on both because both hit. He was amazing, 160 yards, a Packers playoff record for a receiver. Aaron Rodgers was amazing on third down. I wasn't expecting Green Bay to hit on 9 out of 14 third downs and also score touchdowns on third downs here, right? But Aaron Rodgers was absolutely incredible in this game in key situations. So the Packers are now 4-1 against the spread against 10-win teams. And we'll see what they do next week against the San Francisco 49ers. They already faced off, and San Francisco won in Santa Clara in a primetime game, 37-8. Okay, Kansas City beating Houston 51-31, and this game threw everybody off. I really hope you bet on Kansas City covering the spread when it was 24-0 Houston, because if you made a bet on that one, you're a very, very happy person right now, right? Okay, so Houston had its best first quarter ever, scoring 21 points, and Kansas City was just a disaster in the beginning of the game. Little rust there, right? I mean, Kenny Stills completely alone on Houston's first touchdown. A muff turned into a Houston touchdown. They started at the 7-8 yard line, and then a block punt for a touchdown, so it was 24-0. And then Kansas City slowly came back. Travis Kelce, 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. Houston had problems covering the tight end all year, and it happened again. 7 consecutive drives scoring for Kansas City. It was absolutely amazing. Patrick Mahomes is the first quarterback in playoff history to have 300 pass yards, 50 rush yards, and 5 passing touchdowns in the same game. So Deshaun Watson is now 13-5 against the spread as an underdog in his career, and Blake Bell scored a touchdown. He was at plus 1,800 to score a touchdown. I hope you place that bet too. The Titans 28-12. beating the Ravens. The Ravens, 33 points a game during the year. Best rushing offense in the history of the NFL. They used play action on 4 out of 70 dropbacks for Lamar Jackson. I really felt that Greg Roman kind of gave up on the running game, and I know Lamar Jackson ran for over 100 yards, but a lot of those yards were empty yards with Tennessee already with a big advantage. Okay, so man, Baltimore, we expected a lot more from the Ravens, right? But I'll tell you something, King Henry is the truth. Derrick Henry, he's not human. Okay, he ran 34 times last week against New England, 182 yards. He runs 30 times, 195 yards against that physical Baltimore defense. I'm going to tell you something. These running teams, when they run in January, they cover the spread, they frustrate their opponents, and don't bet against Mike Vrabel anymore, okay? He's 7-2 outright in his career when he's at least a 4-point underdog. Really amazing, and it's the first loss in Baltimore history when the team was at least a 10-point favorite. They're now 36-1. King Henry is the truth. 561 rush yards in his first 4 playoff games. Number 1 in the history of the NFL for a player in his first 4 playoff games. Okay, the 49ers beating the Vikings 27-10. I bet on the under here. That hit. Okay, I just felt that both teams would kind of struggle to score, and I really felt that San Francisco would try to run the ball a lot here because that's just their identity, right? They ran the ball in 30 out of the last 36 plays. They ran for 186 yards. Minnesota didn't do anything on offense, right? And we talked about what the impact that Jaquiski Tartt, Quan Alexander, and Dee Ford would have on this defense. We saw that this weekend. All 3 coming back from injury. Minnesota, 7 first downs and 147 yards. Both marks the 3rd worst in playoff history. Okay, so Kirk Cousins, you like that? He didn't do anything in this game. I didn't really like that, Kirk Cousins. Kendrick Bourne scored the first touchdown of the game. He's a plus 1,400 to score the first touchdown of this ball game, and it's the first against the spread win for the Niners as 6+ point favorites this year. They were 0-6-1. So awesome job by San Francisco. Okay, let's look at some Super Bowl bets here. Okay, Kansas City's at plus 135 to win the thing. The 49ers at plus 165. And the Packers and the Titans at plus 650 to win Super Bowl 54 in Miami on February 2nd, 2020. We'll see what happens. Great talking to you guys. Bye.